Hello and welcome to Natasha's NS3 pickup review, and this is a smart transacoustic pickup that has a lot of built-in functions as well as ones that you can do with our Natasha app as well. Okay, so I'm on the app main screen right now, and I'm connected to the guitar here, and we got two volume controls here, but your main focus is actually the master volume, and it also shows how much charge is left on your guitar. Okay, so yeah, this app also comes with different pedals, right? The pedals are just effects that you can add onto your guitar. For example, right, if I add a little delay, right, you can obviously dial the intensity and all that stuff of the app. I'm not going to show it every time because I want to kind of save a bit of time for this video. Okay, so at the chorus, right, that. Really classic chorus effect here. Okay, and now I'll have the reverb on, which you can hear it, right? You can dial the intensity and the mix and all. It's a little too much, right? And so bring it down. Okay, this is just a little reverb, and then there's a little bit of distortion, but on acoustic guitar it's very hard to actually tell. So I'm gonna turn that off. Okay, so I'm going to turn on the reverb for a little bit just to showcase give you a showcase on how this kind of works with the different tone controls on the guitar itself, right? So obviously it's a transacoustic pickup, so acoustic pickup that works with or without plugged in, right? You can kind of adjust the volume and effects dial on the guitar itself. But what I recommend is that you pair it up with the app when you're trying to do, like, for example, reverb or delay or any of the more complicated effects, so to speak, right? So you got the fingerstyle, the strumming, the band, and the solo presets, right? If you take a look here, I'm gonna just go ahead and shift through all of them real quick. Okay, so now we land back on the fingerstyle preset, right? And obviously in the app itself, you can also do custom EQ settings as well, right? So the custom EQ settings allow you to kind of adjust the sound how you want, right? So you can kind of ignore these presets if you want. But it's just a convenient dial for you, right? And so the outer layer is for the piezo pickup right here, right? And then the inner layer here, if you twist it, it's a little hard to twist, but you can get it. It's for the microphone inside. Okay, so right now I basically just have piezo and max, and the microphone I think like almost max here, just to show you the full characteristics of the sound. Okay, so I'm plugged in right now into this amp here. Okay, and you can tell it's a really full sound. So I'm on fingerstyle preset with a little bit of reverb. I'll just show you real quick. Very smooth and balanced sound for the fingerstyle preset, right? And so if you go on the strumming, you get a little bit more treble with it, right? So band setting, things are cut a little bit more, because when you get the band settings, obviously you're trying to play alongside other people, so you don't want to be too kind of like in their face with the effects, right? Of thing. Okay, and the solo one is for playing individual lines and Okay, so I'm going to go back to the fingerstyle preset, and I'm going to come back to the app here. Okay, I'll show you something really cool that you can do with the app here. So obviously to connect is very easy. You just go to this about page, and you can connect it very easily. Just click on search, okay? And I'm gonna show you something cool, which is actually how you can connect double Bluetooth, okay? So when you connect to the app, automatically what you get is you get your Bluetooth connected, okay? So now I'm gonna turn off my Bluetooth, okay, and I'm gonna turn it back on, so I have nothing connected to my Bluetooth, all right? So I'm gonna go in the app, connect, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and connect this. Cool. Okay, so I'm connected now on the app. So if I go to my Bluetooth settings, it will say it's connected. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to connect double Bluetooth. Okay, so I will click on this. Okay, so now what you see is the NS3 is connected twice. Okay, and now this means that I can actually play a backing track on, for example, YouTube. Right, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how you can actually play along with a backing track if you have double Bluetooth connected, okay? So now, what I'm doing here is I'm playing something on YouTube, right? Okay, so I got a backing track going on here, and I'm actually able to play along with it, right? I'm gonna stop jamming away here, but you can tell that you can connect to the app and you can connect to the Bluetooth at the same time. So don't worry if it says you're connected to two different Bluetooths. That just means you're able to play whatever's on your phone through your guitar. And you can do this without actually using the amp as well. Right? So I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the amp. I'm gonna unplug this and turn this back on as a acoustic instrument real quick. Okay. You see? There are still effects on here, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and connect it back onto the app. Okay. Okay, we're connected back. Okay. Let's go ahead and adjust the pedals real quick. Reverb, let's turn that down. There we go. But you can still hear it, right? Now I'll show you the same thing still works that I'm connected to double Bluetooth, okay? It's coming straight out of my guitar now. Isn't that cool? It's a really cool little thing you can play around with, right? So. Anyways, so it's a really cool feature you can have, and it's very useful for playing live, obviously. You can tell the sound through the amp is a very high quality sound, so it's not just a toy or a gadget that you're playing around with, okay? So anyways, that's kind of like our features for this guitar, and I really recommend you to kind of give it a try and see what you like most about it. And, you know, make sure to give us some feedback, right? And if you find this tool to be helpful, you know, share it with your friends. And I really look forward to seeing more people with this guitar. I really think it's going to be very cool for everyone to play around with, and even use for professional settings, or, you know, busking and bar gigs and all that stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for checking this out, and I hope to see everyone with it soon. Take care.